Every young footballer dreams of becoming a pro, and we've all had those moments when you question if you actually have what it takes to make it. Well, in this video, I'm going through the 3 signs that indicate you're on the right path to becoming a pro footballer. These are the core values that impact your entire life and go beyond just being a very good and skillful player, as the long journey to reaching the pro level is much more than just your ability on the ball. I recommend listening through the entire thing because this will either make or break your success in football. Because after playing European football in Spain with the same professional academy owned by Ronaldo Nazario, I promise you, you will definitely learn something new or get inspired to work even harder. That being said, number 1 is doing the boring work on a daily basis. This is the work you know you're supposed to be doing, especially when you don't feel like doing it. This is everything from making sure you actually taking time to stretch after training, to optimizing your diet, counting your calories, analyzing your games, and working on your weak foot when it feels uncomfortable to do so. Because you see, 90% of your performance on the field is determined by the work you do outside of team training. Most players don't get ahead of their competition because they think the act of training only happens on the field, but this is not true. You must act like a professional both on and off the field. Improving your technical ability is only the tip of the iceberg. The players who make it are the ones who delegate time during the day to improve their physical, mental, and tactical ability on the field. Falling in love with the boring work will give you an unfair advantage over your teammates and competitors. Because let's be honest, how many people do you know that actually go the extra mile and optimize every single aspect of their performance? Not many. So if you can do the things that other players aren't willing to do, you will get what other players can't. That being said, number 2 is setting clear and realistic goals. In just a second, I'll give you a goal setting worksheet you can download and show you how to set goals you can actually achieve. Because if you don't know what you're working towards, it's difficult to determine the progress you're making. The players who make it have a singular focus. There are periods of time where they're completely obsessed with one area of their game and they work relentlessly without allowing any outside distraction. So that being said, below this video I attached a link to download the goal setting template. Pause this video and take a look at it right now. At the top of the PDF, you'll see the exact step-by-step process you want to think through for setting goals. You want your goals to be specific, like does your goal clearly and specifically state what you're trying to achieve? You want your goals to be measurable, like how will you know if progress is being made? You want your goals to be attainable, like is achieving your goal dependent on anyone else? Is it possible to reframe your goal so it only depends on you and not others? And what are some factors that may prevent you from accomplishing your goal? You also want this goal to be relevant, like why is achieving this goal so important to you? And what effect will achieving your goal have on your game? And more importantly, you need to have a time frame. Like, when will you reach this goal? So right now, go ahead and download the goal setting worksheet from the description below, and when you do, comment "I got the worksheet" so I know you're able to download it successfully. And one more thing, you only want to set one goal at a time. Let's say you set a goal to eliminate your weak foot in the next 12 weeks. Don't change your goal halfway into it. Go all the way, and then once you reach your goal, then you can redo the worksheet and set another one. You will notice the worksheet forces you to develop an action plan to actually hit your goals and forces you to find accountability partners. This is make sure that you know what you're doing, and more importantly, you have someone there to hold you accountable. And finally, number 3 is standing out on the field. The players who continue climbing to the next level stand out whether they're training with their team or competing during the game. You can always see them on the field because oftentimes they make the biggest impact on the field. So whenever scouts come to watch them play, they steal the spotlight and get all the attention. So the question becomes, how do you stand out and get admired by coaches and scouts? Well, I want you to think about the position you play in and think, what is the one thing I can get so good at based on my position that will help me have better performances? So for example, let's say you're a striker. What is the most important thing for a striker to do? Well, when you really boil it down, it comes down to scoring goals. So then you ask yourself, what are the things I can work on to make sure that I'm an incredible goal scorer? Now look, you don't just want to be good at scoring goals. You want to be a goal scoring machine so that everyone knows that's your special ability on the field. You then make a list of all the things you can do to work on this and give yourself an unfair advantage amongst your competitors. Once again, this goes back to the whole idea of having a singular focus on the one thing that will benefit you the most. So take a second right now to determine the one thing you can get so good at giving your position you play on the field. Then comment below your one thing and list all the things you can do to maximize that area of your game. Now if you have trouble doing this, then don't worry, because I made a 30-minute video going over a step-by-step process you can follow right now. You will learn how to improve your technical, physical, mental, and tactical ability given your position on the field. Then we will go over how to develop your unique specialty, as well as how to find opportunities at a higher level. It's already helped hundreds of players just like you go from where they are to a confident standout player on the field. Click the link in the description below to watch it now. It took me 3 months to script and film this video, and I paid a team of 6 editors more than $2,000 to make sure it was the highest quality possible. So click the link in the description below and I'll see you there.